In honor of hitting 200 subscribers on my channel, I wanted to review a film by Gareth Evans that came out all the way back in 2009, this being his sophomore film and first-time collaboration with Iko Uwais, marking Uwais' debut as an actor. Merantau, and tells the story of Yuda, a young man that lives in the country with his family in a little bit of a village, and he decides to make the rite of passage in the local community, as what it's referred to as, Merantau, is a sort of way of finding yourself in the big city of Jakarta, making a name and finding your profession. After Yuda decides to venture into the city, he meets Eric, played by Yayan, I can't pronounce his name. Yayan Yuran, I believe is his last name, I can't pronounce it. No, Yayan is also his brother's name in the film, but it's not portrayed by Yayan because why would it be? Now, this film is the first-time collaboration, like I said. Iko was probably very nervous during the auditioning. I read on the trivia on IMDb, and it turns out Gareth loved him and made him the lead role. So, that's amazing. Now, in terms of what this film has to offer, it's a little unexpected because the description talks about slave trading, and I was thinking that Iko was born as a slave and was being traded or something like that, but it turns out that he meets a kid who steals his wallet when he goes to eat one day. After being essentially homeless after entering the big city in Jakarta, he is living at an old construction site which has been, I guess, finished or abandoned or something like that, and he has to save a girl named Astri and her little brother Ati, I'm not good with names, and he just has to kick a lot of ass and take a lot of names. Now, the main criticism I have are the villains of this movie. Well, villain. The main villain is this big baddie who is essentially the main head of the slave trade, as far as we know, because there's probably more out there in that universe, but we honestly have no idea. But it does something unexpected towards the final act, and of course, I'm not going to spoil that because I think you guys might like it. I saw it on Vudu, and aside the quality being very awful, I think there's a lot of enjoyment to be had out of this movie because, yes, it is Iko's first time acting, doing anything on the big screen, but at the same time, he gets to showcase his fighting style, his moveset, and I think he is performing Silat, or Silat, I don't know how it's pronounced, in the actual film, which is remarkable. It is fantastic, it looks great, minus my crappy quality version of the film, and Gareth Evans has done it again. Now, aside the main villain gripe, which it was to be expected that the villain would be very underwhelming, the final act kind of caught me off guard a little bit, and that being said, the characters they had some interesting parallels. We see in the film how in the beginning, before he embarks on his journey, that Yuda has a very close relationship with his mother and brother, older brother, and when he meets, what is her name? Astri? Yes. Astri. Her and her brother don't have the closest connection. Sure, they have to spend each night, I think, homeless or something like that. I don't remember where they really are. And she works as a prostitute, well, as a stripper, I believe, at some nightclub. And as soon as she is harassed by her boss, who I don't know the name of, and I don't remember the name villain, funny enough, we get to see Yuda kick some ass, and it's just, like I said, it's amazing. Now, this is the first time that Gareth Evans has casted anyone like Iko, and Iko has yet to disappoint me. I mean, like I said, even in Stuber, he was amazing. And he barely had any scenes in Stuber. So just take that as you may. Now, I do want to see what would happen maybe in a future movie, which I doubt we're ever going to get because the original came out 11 years ago. So, any hopes for some sort of sequel are sadly non-applicable. With that being said, I wanted to thank you guys very much for 200 subscribers. We're now at 214 and steadily climbing. And it means a lot to me that I get this much support because I never expected to do as well as I'm doing now on YouTube. I mean, when I hit 100 last year, I was excited. Now that I've fully realized what I want to be doing on YouTube, which is, of course, reviewing movies and just talking about different movie articles, I feel that with this number, 214, 215, whatever I'm at now, I feel like I can do it. And it all starts with you hitting that bell icon to never miss any time that I upload on my channel. And also, I'm thinking of making a Patreon in the future, but I'm going to wait until I get a little more subscribers and traction and views and things like that. So I hope you guys did enjoy this little review of Merantau. And I think I'm going to review the debut of Mr. Evans' career, which is called Footsteps, which was directed in 2006 by Evans himself. I have no idea what this movie is about, and I'm looking on IMDb right now, and pretty soon I'm going to watch it, maybe tomorrow after work, and we're going to see how it holds up. So, thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you guys later.